If you're a Texan, the sight of a white-tailed deer isn't just a sighting. It's a part of the landscape, like a mesquite tree or a barbed wire fence. But don't let their numbers fool you into thinking they're easy to manage. Seeing 5 million deer across our state isn't an accident. It's a blueprint. And this week, Austin just handed us a new set of plans for the 2026 season. I'm Spitz, and this is Feed Bandit. Today, we're talking Game Tuesday, and we're focusing on the king, the white-tailed deer. We're breaking down the brand new regulations just passed in Austin, and the philosophy of why management starts long before you pull the trigger. Pull up a chair. We've got some ground to cover. First things first, the TPW Commission just wrapped up their April meeting, and we've got some updates for the 2026 to 27 season that you need to hear. For the new breed out there, listen close. They've expanded doe days. We're looking at a 16-day season starting the second Saturday of the general season in counties like Bastrop, Caldwell, and Gonzales. Why? Because our population is exploding, and if we don't manage the does, the habitat suffers. They also updated the definition of a muzzle loader. They're finally embracing new technology to make sure hunters have the best tool for the job. And for those of you in Wharton and Matagorda counties, keep an eye out. Turkey populations are struggling there, and while that's an upland topic, it's a reminder that habitat health is a package deal. When you manage for deer, you're managing for everything else that walks, crawls, or flies in that brush. It's April and deer season ended months ago, but for a feed bandit, the real work is starting right now. We're about to hit fawn drop season in May and June. If you want a 150 class buck 5 years from now, you've got to protect that fawn today. Technical tip: look at your fawning cover. In Texas, empty belly disease, malnutrition, is our biggest killer. If your brush is overgrazed by livestock, or if you've got too many middle-aged sucking up resources, your fawns aren't going to make it. The secret to a 5 million deer population isn't just birth rates, it's recruitment. We're seeing an average of 37% recruitment statewide, but in a good year that can jump to 50%. How do we get there? Mineral supplementation right now. As the antlers start nubbing out in velvet, those bucks are pulling calcium and phosphorus straight from their bones. If you aren't providing a high-quality mineral site near a water source right now, you're leaving inches on the table for November. Use a site with at least 15% calcium and keep it freshened up. Your bucks will thank you in 4 months. Now let's talk about the old guard and the new breed meeting in the middle. The 13-inch antler restriction rule is one of the most debated things in Texas hunting. Some say it's government overreach, others say it's the best thing that ever happened to the hill country. But here's the feed bandit philosophy. Stewardship isn't about what the law says you can't do. It's about understanding what a buck needs to become a trophy. It's about preserving the tradition of the hunt by having the discipline to let a young 8-point walk. When we protect the legacy, we aren't just protecting a head on the wall. We're protecting the age structure of the herd. We want to see those 5.5 and 6.5-year-old monarchs, and that starts with every single one of us deciding that the future of the herd is worth more than a quick pull of the trigger today. Stewardship is a long game, and in Texas, we play for keeps. This week, get out on your land or your lease. Check your cameras, freshen your mineral licks, and look at the habitat. Is there enough cover for those fawns? If not, maybe it's time to rethink your cedar clearing. So what do you think of that? Are we right on target, or did we totally miss the boat on that one? Email us at howdy@feedbandit.com and let us know either way. And don't forget to check us out at feedbandit.com and grab some gear to show off your Texas First Outdoors pride. Preserve the tradition. Protect the legacy. And remember, always support your local feed store. If you're there for them, they'll be there for you when you need them the most out in the field. Stand tall, fellow Texian. We'll talk soon.